With U.S. sanctions against Venezuela already in place, President Trump now says he may be willing to take things further.
We have many options for Venezuela. This is our neighbor. This is, we're all over the world, and we have troops all over the world in places that are very, very far away. Venezuela is not very far away, and the people are suffering, and they're dying. We have many options for Venezuela, including a possible military option if necessary.
Venezuela's government has already dismissed Trump's words as imperial threats and a crazy act. But one former diplomat says it's a threat that should be taken seriously.
This is not a drill. It is a warning bell for Maduro's regime to capitulate and free Venezuela. The Venezuelan people have suffered enough, and it's time for Maduro to free Venezuela from his tyranny.
Venezuela is facing growing international opposition to its new constituent assembly. Many Latin American countries are refusing to recognize any of the new assembly's decisions. And Peru has expelled the Venezuelan ambassador over what it calls the country's break with democratic rule. The Constituent Assembly was elected late last month, but opposition groups boycotted the vote. They see it as an illegitimate power grab by President Nicolas Maduro. Dominated by Maduro's supporters, it has the power to sideline the existing legislature and rewrite the constitution. The opposition is vowing to continue to put pressure on the government and is promising more protests. But Maduro is pushing back. More than 120 people have died in months of street violence, and the newly appointed Attorney General is promising more prosecutions. That includes his predecessor, a major critic of the government.
La ciudadana fiscal está investigando el TCJ.
The Supreme Court is investigating Luisa Ortega Diaz for a number of crimes ranging from the totally improper use of a private plane to crimes that violated basic laws.
Trump's threat of military force was followed by more pressure from the White House. It says an offer of talks from Maduro will only be accepted if he restores democracy. But Maduro may well disagree with the White House's definition of democracy. Fintan, Monaghan, Al Jazeera.